Hey guys, good morning. Welcome again to another day in Switzerland. As you can see, the weather is great and today we are in Lucerne. Lucerne is on the list of most beautiful towns in Switzerland and we already see the most famous one. It's the bridge. It's the longest, oldest wooden bridge in the whole of Europe. It's the Kapelbrücke. Next to it is the water tower. It's actually very famous too. And already behind that, but I don't think I'm gonna make it there today. It's a castle. It looks like a lovely place on a lovely view in a city. So let's see if we can make it there. We're gonna do the city walk. We're gonna do it on our own. So first we're gonna pass the bridge, of course, because that's the main attraction of Lucerne. So we're gonna be at the other side where the old city is. There are lots of old buildings and churches, of course. We're in Switzerland, we have a lot of churches here. Across the bridge, which we'll zoom in later, is the access to the Lake Luzern. No, it's not Lake Lucerne, it's the Vierwaltstättersee. It's a very big, famous lake around here. A lot of them say that it's the most beautiful lake here. We have a city wall, maybe we can see that, and they have a statue of a lion, which probably is like important to the city. So we'll go and explore. We're gonna enter the bridge soon, but it's the main attraction in the city, so a lot of people walk there, so you probably can understand me there. The bridge, this bridge is constructed in the 14th century as part of the city defense. Inside it has painted panels who tell the history of Switzerland and of Lucerne, of course. And the water tower is 34 meters up, and it was of course also for protecting the city, but it also was used as a jail, and they even tortured people there. So all history has something good and something bad in it, and this one has it too. As you can see, it's a very nice buildings at the river. Let's zoom in at the other side, because you see they put lovely flowers out there, so from the outside it looks pretty nice too. If you wait long enough, you can find a quiet spot. Oh, they tell there are paintings. Well, there were a few. Walking a little bit further, there are the paintings again, but you see they're like dark if I walk here. This is a nice way of crossing the bridge, because I came in by train and the railway station is there. There's a very big triumph galleria, which is welcome to Lucerne. And if you go to across this Kapelbrücke, you cross the river Ries, and we get to the other side, which is the old town. nice glimpse of the area, because the Vierwaltstättersee is of course surrounded by mountains too. There are many different boat trips you can take on one. So you can take a small trip or actually visit the whole lake, which will take you time because it's a pretty big lake. And what I like is already Hotel des Alpes. Some buildings have such nice paintings on it. On a wooden bridge, on a river, have a glimpse of a church, mountains. Some nice view shots of the old buildings here. Church. In Switzerland you see a lot of beautiful fountains. There was a Catholic Church of Lucerne. It's a very nice Luzern Platz, but as you can see there's a crowd coming. So let's quickly, sorry if it made you nauseous, but let's quickly move on. The dying lion. It's actually a gift as a thank you for being a very courage at the French Revolution. During that time, the Swiss Guard protected Marie Antoinette and her husband, and this is a gift to them. It's called the Glacier Park, and it's carved into the rock. And according to Mark Twain, it is the saddest rock he ever laid eyes on, because it's a dying lion. You have to admit, if you zoom in and you see the face and the expression, you really feel sorry for the lion. Part of the old city wall.
There are no places down there.
There's a ton of places down this way.
I can imagine that this is the old town, but it feels, it looks very neat and very renovated, so it doesn't look that good. But look what we find here. I already mentioned it before. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Look at all the flavors, and this is not even half they have. You have to try this one, it's very good. We're going up this road. There's supposed to be some good viewpoints up there, so let's hike. So we're gonna walk the city wall. There actually, this tower you can access until end of October, and it's for free. Don't we like free stuff? So now we're up the Music Mauer with one of the towers. The wall. Mauer. The wall, you can walk on it. So let's do that later and go down again. But from here you have a view on Lucerne. Zoom in on this side. We cannot go there, but there are lots of towers and the city wall. Sadly enough for the crane, but that is the Vierwaltstättersee. I don't know how you call it in English. Four walls for a sea, I don't know, but it's actually a pretty famous one. It's used in a lot of movies because it's a natural formed lake, sweet water of course from the mountains. The shape is somewhere different than other shapes. That makes it more attractive, and there are some nice cities around it. It's only a small walk up a hill and a few stairs to climb, and then you're here. You see in the backside there's also a nice quiet park. On the map it looks like we can walk on the wall, well actually next to the wall of course. You cannot walk on the wall. And we can walk probably 4 towers and get back down on the other side. We'll see how far we can walk. As you already watched from the beginning, you see that the clear blue skies are slowly disappearing and make room for clouds. They predict rain and thunder later in the afternoon, so always check your weather forecast. Also if you go to in the city, but especially if you're going to hike in the mountains, because sometimes the weather can change very quickly and you don't want to be stuck on a mountain in rain, and especially not in thunder, because the down part of all the mountains around you is that the thunder, if it comes, it sometimes cannot go anywhere, so it lasts a long time. And of course Lucerne has its own Ziehturm clock tower too. You're probably gonna catch it from down, because from here you cannot actually see it. It has a painting and a big clock of course. And now a view on the city and the lake, snowy mountains around it without the gates of the tower. They probably think we're gonna jump if we see a nice view. So we could not walk all the towers that I thought we could walk. Somehow they're under construction, there's no railing, so it's probably too dangerous of course. But that's okay, so walk down the watertower at the back, and now in the back side of the wall. So that's more where people living area. So see, not much to see here. But supposedly at this last tower we can go down to the city again. And we have a nice view on Gut Castle, Gut Schlossli. I love it when the Swiss always add the E in it. Schlesli, Stuli, everything. It's making it a shorter word, like smaller, like castle, I don't know, like cute and cutie. It's Schloss, Schlössli, but I think it's a big one. You have a terrace there, you can go up there, but a sort of cable car train. I'm gonna skip that, but it looks nice. And down, if you're like not so good on food, you can also go by a small train. So if you travel with children, or you are not good on food, or the weather is bad, or if it's too hot, you can always take the train. I think it brings you around the city in only 40 minutes, so you see the main points, highlights. And down the stairs at the last tower we bump into these hairy friends, and a lady next to me say they're the hairy cows from Scotland. Well, I don't know, but they look actually very funny. They have longer hair than I have. And this part we're almost at the end of our tour in Lucerne. That's the other bridge. It's also old wooden bridge. It's a little bit less old than the other one. We're gonna cross it. Nice view on the city. And actually there's only one thing more I wanted to show you and see myself. So let's head there.